Honestly, in the last 250 years that humankind has taken off. The data is clear. So you have to ask yourself, why is that?
To rise into a deluge of humankind, sweeping over a once barren land and transforming it into a viable.
To restart, humankind 2.0, reboot this system, empowered by.
There was a huge victory, for humankind, not just Americans, but just sort of.
We're at this most exciting time, I think, in the history of humankind, because for the first time.
To humankind, it's hard to make this argument definitively, but I would argue.
We need to think further ahead, but we need to think as a collective humankind. Whatever is
consume fresh that can help humankind do the same. But please, don't take my word for it.
To seek the betterment of humankind, to work, to build.
Of humankind, agriculture, right? It's a hard concept that we take for granted. Right? I'm going to plant something
that will advance space science and exploration for all humankind. Thank you.
The New Revised Standard Version says, the Sabbath was made for humankind. Lexham English.
Reason, applicable universally to all humankind, immutable and true. Now, as Martin's note,
important, one of the most successful achievements of humankind, except for gravity, which is.
And the only plant that was available to humankind at that time that could produce commercially, a large scale.
Southern Africa is a cradle of humankind. It's a cutting-edge contemporary works.
Nature of God and his relationship with humankind in the series Playlist.
This will be the end of humankind, when humans build a computer that's smarter than we are.
A dream for all humankind. A dream for all humankind. Because if we do that,
when you think about it, there has really been, since the beginning of humankind, as far as we know, a desire.
All knowledge. Say it's within our grasp, and it could be one of the great works of humankind. I think it could be
to do, but again in service of humankind. He has all this money.
Optimism and resounding faith in humankind.
Well, I think I'm based.
Most likely to promote the greater good of humankind. It is thus highly appropriate that they.
Media itself is, electronic media itself in the history of humankind is not very old.
The cradle of humankind, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it wasn't then. It was a
mission, and to ensure that they address the challenges that will confront humankind over the next decade. We must ensure.
Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind, published in 2015 by the Oxford Education.
Of humankind with the strength of our nation's research university.
To the love of humankind and the refusal to become complicit in evil that drove the righteous.
Principle of